Hello, my beautiful people. I hope you're amazing. My name is Edna. I am the People's Bay. Now, as you can see right now, I am at All Stars Motors Garage, which is newly opened. It's located along Greg Lungu Road. Now, a lot of people, you people have been asking, what services do you offer? I'm here to show you guys what we do offer. So please come with me. Pwaku. Vehicle diagnostics, vehicle service maintenance, vehicle spray painting, panel beating, vehicle service parts and suspension parts, ECU repair, vehicle key reprogramming, vehicle electrical repair, DPF delete. More reason why you need to visit us. Remember, we are located along Greg Lungu Road. I cannot wait to see you. Bring your cars. Remember, All Stars in Zambia, yo. So, 2025, we're here, and I'm excited because my guest just arrived. And we're about to shoot an amazing episode, a great episode, guys. I can't wait to see what he's wearing. This is something I'm going to be scanning I'll be using ZMBTalks to scan my guest swag. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Okay, I think it's here. Yeah, I think it's here. Ha!
How are you doing?
Superstar.
What's up?
What's good?
All right.
Let me say hi to everybody.
How you guys doing? Okay? That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, how's it going?
It's going okay. How's it going with you?
It's as if I knew you're going to wear something dope today.
I don't know. Is this dope? Do I look
It
good?
is.
Well, thank you.
Well, that maybe you'll be broke by now.
Wow, nah, we're all right. We're good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How's it going, Mordecaii?
I can be honest, right? It's going rough, but it's great. I feel like it's a learning space.
Yeah, when you say rough, what do you mean?
Like, you know how people don't do well with change? You know what I mean? So when a change just suddenly happens and you weren't ready for it, sometimes it might take some time to get the hang of things, but eventually you will.
There's a lot of things that have changed, actually. Last time you were here, you were not in a relationship, you're not dating. Last time you were here, you were signed to a record label. I don't know if that has changed.
Yes.
Is it still the same?
Ish. A lot has changed. So I'm an independent man who is not single anymore. So yeah, a lot has changed. A lot has changed.
Man is not single anymore.
Yeah.
I love that you love love.
It has to happen. I feel like every man has to have something going on at some point.
Yeah? But you being in the public space, girls love you. Don't you think that will affect your business?
Yes and no. So, I don't know. I feel like there's people out there who are still making business, even if they're married. You know what I mean? So I feel like if I just get the hang of how to handle both sides of my life, I'll be okay.
Yeah. You're not private. I mean, you're out there. How do you manage to keep your issues private?
I feel like the only thing people know about is just as far as we post. So it's only just content and names here and there. That's it. That's as far as it goes. Yeah, nobody knows where one of us lives, the details. So it's just basically for fun.
You know what's ironic about this whole thing? I remember starting 2024 with Ndine and Triple M. Shout out to my boys.
Yes.
And Triple M, was really honest about certain things. And now I'm starting 2025 with you.
Yes.
Do you want to be honest about certain things? I never heard you address anything. Did you hear what Triple M said? What?
I heard, and I feel like 2025 is my turn to be honest. Yeah. So I did hear few things I may have agreed with.
Like what?
Honestly speaking, I didn't want to be involved with what was going on with Triple M and David.
Right.
Kazadi. Yeah, but somehow I found myself receiving jabs for no reason. So, yeah. Either way, I'm part of the picture. So I feel like if we're gonna have to address things,
did it hurt you?
Not really. The truth is, I was surprised, and here's why. So, Emano Ndinema is my friend.
Okay.
Right? Like I know him, we play video games together, we bump into each other at Killer Studio, you know what I mean? Like we were like that. So when I saw him on there with Triple M saying, I didn't know if it was for real, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on? This guy's my homie, right? But then I don't know Triple M.
Okay.
Like we've met like twice in this life of ours, but like we haven't spoken and had a conversation. So
Okay.
I just felt it's weird for him to have so much to say about me in the same space. Like we don't know each other. Your beef is not with me.
Okay.
It's with somebody else, right? How am I in the picture? So that's
So
why.
you think you're just involved in the mix?
Yeah, I was just involved, and that's why I didn't even say anything about it, because even if I did say anything about it, what was I gonna say? You know what I mean? So I just let it slide. It wasn't my fight either way.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The 2 times that you've met, was it before the statement was made or
Yes, it
after?
was before. First time was at studio at
Yeah.
Blackout Media. I literally just walked past him in a room. I'm like, wait, that's Triple M. And the other time we were performing together somewhere, and actually I had no idea he was gonna be there. So he performed, and yeah, I don't know who performed first, but you know that he's getting off stage, and then the waiting room, and then I go on stage. But we didn't like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no conversation.
So the whole lot of last year, people never bumped into each other?
Nope.
For real?
Yeah.
Last time he addressed you like he faced the camera. Would you like to face the camera? I was like, dude, can we play some video games? Drop that.
Real, man.
Yeah.
And I replied to Emmanuel's status. I'm like, bruh, what are you guys doing, man? Let's just do what we do always. Let's play some video games, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I didn't want to get like hands-on with it.
Do you
But I
think
did.
at some point you're caught up in the wave of, it's just like David is someone who's honest about certain things, and sometimes the truth hurts or it rubs people off the wrong way. So maybe people had beef with him, so now they were trying to get to him. They had to get through Mordecaii first.
Honestly speaking, I feel like, and I've told him this before. It's the day I told him, you have a problem. There's some things you can't say, no matter how true it is. You just don't say it. You know what I mean? It's better for the sake of peace. But
Yeah.
no, he's a very honest guy. He'll tell you, bro, your shoes should be white, but they're not. You know what I mean? So he's that kind of a man. Honestly speaking, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah.
But you know how the Zambian people are. We're very emotional people. Like we take things to heart.
Right.
Very much. So sometimes when he says something, he doesn't even see the problem, but then everybody on social media will be bashing him here and there and here and there. And that's where the conflict comes from. But yeah, of course, some people who have nothing like to say about him, so they get to him through me, and then I find myself in the picture. No, after Mordecaii this, I'm like, bro, what did I do?
What am I getting in the mix?
Yeah.
So now, I want a smooth transition from where we left off to where we are now. Okay, so now, you okay with the record label? You were signed. You said everything is okay. You were happy. Are you still happy?
Honestly speaking, yes, I am still happy. There's a few things I am happy about.
Like?
I've never in my life have I gotten to run my craft or my business the way I'm doing it now. Before David Kazadi, music for me was something that I used to do because I know how to do it, but it's not that serious. I was in school, I had school going on for me, and it wasn't that serious. But then after what I learned and where I'm at now, I'm independent. Music has to work for me. So I wake up in the morning and it's, okay, so what do I do for my brand?
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's in my hands now, full control. And I feel like the learning process is amazing. There's a lot of things I'm learning from the business, the music side, how things are done behind the scenes. And just, knowing how these things work is great.
Let's go back before Fire. Do you think without David's engagement or David Kazadi music, let me put it that way, without Kazadi music at that point, do you think you'd have blown the way you did?
I think I would have blown, maybe just not as fast, because the record label and Mr. David Kazadi had the tools to get me there like this. You know what I mean? They have radio station access, they have he had the platform. You know what I mean? I was building that platform from scratch, and even how he found me was off of a TikTok video. So the growth was there. My socials were growing, only up until we said, you know what, you're taking too long with this. Let's put you on here, and it was like, phew. So I feel like I would have gotten here, maybe just not now.
Okay. Yeah. So now everything is okay. At what point did things start to get sour to the point where you said, I just want to be independent? Before you tell me why you left rather. So when did you start noticing things are not moving like you want them to move?
Honestly, I'll be honest with you. I looked at my numbers, right? From Fire, from Bad Energy, Maria, and my numbers started doing this, right? Many people don't talk about it, but
they're deteriorating.
Yeah, you know what they say about numbers. Numbers don't lie, right? From getting 5 million views to 1.3 million views to 1.2 million views to 500,000 views. I asked myself why.
Okay.
Right? And I asked my producer why. Crescent is a really close friend of mine. So I asked him, like, bro, do you think, in as much as the record label is holding us, do you think we're growing? Because even you are a producer here. I haven't seen you work with other producers, you know what I mean?
Okay.
You're in your own box. And I felt like even as an artist, I was in that space where the only thing I know is Kazadi music.
Okay.
So I felt growth, brand-wise, wasn't there. In as much as...
But we the fans were seeing it.
Yes, it was. And that's what I want to say. From the outside world, it looked like I was surviving. We made a great team. Yeah. And I'll be honest, that is an amazing team. Because I do music from the marketing team to him being manager, the studio, everything. That system is great. But then if I stayed there longer, I wasn't going to have the opportunity to work with different people just for me to know. And that's what I meant when I said the learning process is amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did things slow down when the Icon was introduced?
Yes, things did slow down.
So it's true what we were seeing, like the Icon kind of like hindered the Mordecaii brand?
Yes and no. And I'm saying no because it was unintentional. They didn't mean for things to slow down, but things did slow down on my side. And at the time, I was working on my album, right? So there wasn't really much to do with me and the team, right? But then in moments where I needed to get things done from this side, from the label side, nobody was available.
Not that you were impatient?
Not even. Like, it's the little small things that I needed. Like things I could have done on my own, but they weren't supposed to be done by me. But then when I needed some things to be done and they weren't done, I said, you know what, cool, I get it. They're in a different space. And the Icon had to be, it had to happen. You know how David Kazadi is a very focused guy. When I saw him locked in, I realized, okay, cool. Right now, I'm not P1 in the company. So I started doing some of these things on my own.
Without the record label's concern?
Yeah, and it wasn't coming from like a rebellious point of view. I would tell them, okay, cool. Because you guys can't do this, I'm going to do this so that like I don't feel like I'm suffering. I called up Mela Beats on my own. Usually, what the process would have been was, Kazadi Music, I want to work with another producer. So this is his rate card. You guys foot the bill, make it possible for me to happen. And then I just go record with him and he finishes it off with the record label to handle everything logistics. But then I got to a point where I called them up on my own. I'm like, bruh, I'm coming to record. What do you need? He's like, ABCD. And I organized that myself, went and recorded one of the songs in the album.
So every step you communicating with the record label, like, okay, now I've communicated with Mela, now I'm doing this, I'm doing this. Okay.
So it wasn't like a rebellious thing.
Okay, cool.
I was desperate. I needed some action. But then I was in a position where if I don't do it, nobody will. Yeah, so that's basically what happened.
Okay.
Things were starting to slow down.
Okay. So, damn, I had a different question, but okay. So then, before I ask you why you left, we the fans were saying, how come the Icon is giving this winner a car when your artist doesn't have a car? Did you get a car from the record label?
That wasn't part of the deal.
That wasn't part of the
That
deal?
wasn't part of my deal.
Okay.
Because the deal I had with the record label was, I give you guys music, you market it. Whatever money is made from there, we share.
Okay.
You get it.
That was smart.
So, yeah, that was the
Was
deal
that smart from the record label or smart from you?
I would want to say it's smart from me,
Yeah.
but it was smart from David Kazadi's point of view. I wasn't his first artist, but for him it was just an act of, this is a good guy. And he told me this. He's like, you know what, you're a good kid and I feel like you're very talented. So to avoid you having like a bad deal with the record label, here's your first deal, right? So let's have a deal where you benefit and the record label benefits. And yeah, and that's what even made me think, okay, so David Kazadi is actually a sane man. I see what he does on social media. He's actually like a good guy.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's actually guiding you because he was going to rip you off.
Exactly.
He had the opportunity to do that.
Like right
So you don't owe the record label anything?
Not right now. So the album that I recently dropped, that's the last project that we have together as Mordecaii and Kazadi Music. So as soon as it drops, whatever is made from the album, even 10 years from now, they still have rights.
So they own the masters?
Some of the masters, yes.
Okay. So now, Mordecaii, why did you leave Kazadi Music?
Well, I feel like we got to a point where we were here with each other. he got to a point where, and I get it. I was frustrated. He was frustrated, not because of me. He was under pressure. And I needed some things done for real. Kazadi Music, I need to feature ABCD, make it happen. Because in my album, I only have 2 features at the time. So he's at a point where he needs to make sure the feature happens, but then the icon is also like right at the edge. You know what I mean? And so he said, my guy, okay, look, you know enough. You like run yourself for some time. Right?
Oh, that's what he told you?
Yeah, it's like you run yourself for some time, like just for a month. All right, give me some space to breathe. And when you're done, we come back. I'll be done with this headache that's here, and then we could pick this up. And I said, okay, cool. And so I got into, that was like what, October? I was in a space where I was managing myself, right? Even though I'm still under the label, I was managing myself. Phone calls, bookings, shows, the whole 9 yards. I was doing that myself. So I got a small group of guys, like my guys around to help me. I'm like, okay, you be handling calls. I need you to handle this and that.
Sorry, but what are some of the gigs that you got at that time? When you were managing
insurance, for example.
Okay.
I'm brand ambassador for Madison.
That was your
that was in the period where I was self-managed.
Okay.
Yeah, so I also got some shows, just these small gigs. That was around the time there's elections in schools happening. So I figured, I'm promoting an album, so I might as well leverage from that as well. So I started actively getting gigs in schools.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a lot of things that were happening in the background, and even there's that video that trended on TikTok, that different version of Amen. Yeah, that was also like shot without Kazadi films at that point, because I was self-managed at the point. So why I left was because I realized if I put my mind to it, I could actually manage myself. You know what I mean? With a proper team, I could manage myself. And so I went back and asked him, I said, Mr. David, what do you think about me managing myself? Like, our contract's about to come to an end. I know at the beginning of the year we're supposed to renew it because we make a great team. But like, look, your Icon thing is coming up. Whoever wins that Icon thing gets to be signed under here. As opposed to you guys having a lot of artists to handle, I become independent and we focus on this one guy. He said he'll think about it. He left. And I continued on my journey of being self-managed. I made a few friends here and there. I made a bunch of mistakes during the whole process. But like, again, it was the learning process. And we just both agreed that it's okay.
Amicably.
Yeah. So
Do you think you'll make it without Kazadi music?
I don't know, but I will try. I feel like I have everything I need right now to make it.
And maybe in the words of Zambian term, based on what you're telling me, did fame or did you go big headed now? They're like, okay, I'm the talent. I don't need Kazadi.
No, no, it was like that, but it wasn't like that. No, look, it didn't come from a place of me being big-headed.
Okay.
Honestly speaking, like without the fame and everything, I am the talent. You know what I mean? Of course, they are the great minds of marketing behind the brand, but I mean, if they left the picture and I got somebody else to market for me, the brand would still stand. And so that's why I'm saying it didn't come from a place of being big-headed. It was just honesty, like on the table.
So can we go back to what Chupoem said? Was he right when he said, yeah?
No. So here's the funny thing. Right now, I'm not with Kazadi, right?
Right.
I'm not with Kazadi Music. But there are some times when I get business deals and I have these ideas in my head, and I still ask David about these things.
So you're still cool. You
Yeah,
still
we're
talk.
cool. That's the thing. That's why if I made the decision from where I was feeling big-headed, he probably would have just said, you know what, you're being big-headed. Get out.
But then what was it? Okay, wait, before I get to the holding of the album, the release dates, why did you drop out from the thing? Oktoberfest lineup.
That wasn't me.
Okay.
That was not me. That was on. That's RNG, right?
Yes.
Yes, that was Kazadi Music and them. Actually had no idea. So I remember that day I was getting ready for rehearsal.
Right.
Yeah. And I get a call from my team saying, you won't be performing there anymore. Why? So then I went up to get the details. Apparently there was disrespect from the organizers. And yes, and they weren't very, there was breach of contract somewhere. And so as a manager, which I feel like everyone would have done, you have an artist and your artist is being disrespected in one space, you definitely pull out.
Right.
Yeah. So again, with David Kazadi being David Kazadi, most people just thought, it's David, he's feeling himself, is this and that. But honestly speaking, he just felt like we're being bullied. And yeah. That's why we pulled out.
Everybody, like, in case you missed it, Mordecai's album is out. It's called Selfless. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful album, guys. I love the fact that he didn't stress us with 24 songs, 23 bonus track. There's nothing like that. But okay, so if you said you left the record label amicably, why was there back and forth? Because now everybody thought now it's a stunt. Right. You people, it's a stunt. We know this marketing strategy. It's failed. A, B, C, D. So why was there the back and forth of the release date?
So the back and forth of the release date. Anyway, the back and forth started happening after I left. We left. We were cool. But then, time for dropping the album comes. And then there's few hiccups in the system. No, this paperwork hasn't yet been done. ABCD, ABCD. So I'm like, wait, shouldn't this have already been done? And so now I start running up and down with my producer. What's going on? Where's the final mixes for the song? No, the producer who's been mastering the songs says he can't release the songs up until the producer gets his full payment.
Right.
And so I asked the producer, I'm like, bro.
Who's the producer at that time now?
That's Crescent. Crescent is like my friend and producer who I've grown up with.
Okay. So, but he wanted the music business done the right way.
Yes. And because it wasn't him doing the mastering, it was another producer. You know where these artists do like, somebody else should do the mixing just to get like a different feel. Yeah. So I said, who's supposed to handle the payment? Like, on paper, you are signed under a record label, so the record label should do that. I'm like, ish. But right now, we're going to get that full payment because like the Icon is coming to an end and there's that headache. I don't think we're going to get. So me and my producer handle him. Like, you know what? How much does he need? He needs this. We squared him, and he then gave us the songs. And then we're now having conversations. No, we need to come up with a new contract of how much money you're gonna make from this album. So now my producer flips because he has a cut. He gets some money off of his work as well. I'm like, no, I feel like let's just go with what we've been doing. And the record label is like, no, we can't do this. You guys owe us because we've invested in your brand. So, and now there's that back and forth. Like, no, the contract says this. Then the label also comes and says, but the contract also says this. And then now I'm just like watching, because this fight is not even with me now. It's my producer who's like throwing hands. There's all of that going on. But then we didn't come to a conclusion when the release date came. And so I honestly just said, look, we can't drop this when there's still question marks, because now what's going to start happening is we're going to fight. You know what I mean? So let's wait it out. Let's figure out what we're going to do. And then we drop the album. So I was supposed to drop my album on the 20th of December. What happened? Another hiccup happened. I think there was the whole Your Maps is also dropping an album. And people are saying, no, Mordecaii, you're always dropping stuff and Your Maps is dropping. Why can't you drop something on your own? You're always riding off of Your Maps' way. So I said, you know what? Just don't drop the album on the 20th. Drop one song from the album on the 20th. Since you say I want to ride off the, just drop one song. Just drop one song. And I know David Kazadi was like, no, just drop the album. I'm like, no, you know what? We're already at the end of the year. Next year, let's start the year with an album. Yes. So it was scheduled for the 3rd of January because my birthday is on the 1st. So I wanted to have like a whole birthday listening party, something. Unfortunately, King Gandhi passed away.
Oh, yeah.
And now I'm saying, no, I can't drop this music on this day.
On this day.
Because after it just being disrespectful, it's also just like no one's gonna
listen to it.
The nation is mourning.
Yeah.
So I had to postpone it again. So yes, up until the 17th, which it did drop. So
interesting.
There were all those things going on in the background.
You won an award.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, best Southern Africa. Southern province, best artist, Southern province.
Very soon, Southern Africa.
Very soon, Southern Africa. I love that. Do you feel you deserved it?
I feel like when it comes to awards, honestly speaking, it's just how well you package your brand. At the time, honestly speaking, I'll be honest with you, I did not expect it.
You thought, who did you think was going to win?
I thought Mr. Crown was going to take it. Right?
Mm.
And I had my reasons. Maybe because I just love that Don't Go Away song. I think it's a great song. You know what I mean? So at the time, I'm thinking, damn, this song, with how many views it has, can't fail to win this award. But then in the same space, I realized I had a bigger thumbprint on social media than he did.
Okay.
Yeah, and I feel like that's why I was given the award, because I had more votes than him.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's just marketing and how well you are.
Come on. Award winning. Oh yeah, see, this is also something that has changed. Last time you came here, you were not an award winning artist.
Yes.
Now a lot has changed.
A lot has changed.
God is good, eh?
Next time I come here, we're gonna put the Grammy.
You know what I mean? Just right here. Right there. So now who is pulling the plug to the international features?
So I know most people are mad that the Black Diamond feature is not in the album. And I have my reasons for removing it. But yeah, that conversation happened with me and Black Diamond on Instagram.
Okay, and the Lade girl?
That was the record label. They hooked
the record label.
Yeah.
Before we move on to something really serious, what was going on in that video when you were dancing in a skirt?
Nothing really.
What song was that again?
That's Sophia the First. Ish, my goodness.
What was going on there? How did you find yourself in a skirt?
I'm not going to tell this story because it's quite embarrassing for my friend because those were his sister's skirts. But we're just waiting for our grade 12 results to be posted online. And we're waiting and we're waiting. So I'm with him. I'm like, bro, when the results come out, we'll both check for hours right now. And so we're waiting. And then this nigga is like, bruh, these skirts have been there from yesterday, though, like on the line. And you know, we're guys. And I'm not gonna say anything, but we found ourselves shooting a video.
Yeah.
And that happened. I don't know how it's still there because it was only posted for like an hour and then we deleted it off social media.
Okay.
But I don't know
So
how.
just for clarity's sake, are you bisexual?
No, I am not. I'm fully into women, regardless of their age, their size. It's women all the way.
You say age.
Really. Yeah.
Oh my. Interesting. Who did the intro on your album? That's so beautiful. I said, guys, Mordecaii. Oh wait, before we talk about the album, the release dates on a Friday. Everybody, who else was releasing on a Friday? There was you.
Wait, which Friday? The Friday?
The Friday when you released MN.
It was Yomaps, I think.
Chile
One.
You.
Diva Mampi.
Oh yeah. Oh my.
Toela Carrera.
And Toela released the following day. It was the next day.
There was Jessica Links.
Oh.
There was Rusta with Vincenzo. That was a busy Friday. That was a very busy.
But honestly, if you ask me, I think your song topped. I don't know about social media because social media, people have their own favorites. But people I was asking for, people will say my uncle again, Uncle Peter. Uncle Peter is a lover of music, but he was like, Mordecaii had the best song that day. Even I think.
Even with the weird visualizer, the quality of the video,
that was you. We didn't see any adverts in that video.
Oh yes. That was actually one of the first videos that had no ads. But yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate it. I feel like, and you see how you're saying it. I feel like at the end of the day, at some point the music will speak for itself.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like what you just told me. You recorded what song was that? Hennessy.
Yeah. Hennessy was recorded. That was 2016.
2016, but. Dude, 2016. What are you talking? Why are you recording about Hennessy? Why are you not trusting people?
I don't know. I really don't know. It was a weird writing space. That was at a time when, personally, I had a lot of friends who were friends with me just because of just.
So even before you became the famous Mordecaii, people just loved it for you.
Yeah, I mean, I won a talent show a few years back. So even in school, I was looked at as that kid.
Yeah, so your dad taught you everything.
He taught me everything, literally everything from football, music, how to write songs, everything, the whole 9 yards. Even when I was in school, I was doing electrical engineering. He was working for Zesco at the time. So sometimes I'd find myself with weird work, like, yo, Dad, what do I do? So yeah, he's basically been like a guide for me.
Interesting. Yeah. So your dad was in the intro. Selfless. What are you talking about in Selfless?
Selfless, I feel like from the first song, I'm basically expressing how selfless my dad was for him to take up the extra burden to teach me everything while I was still a child. I know many people will just overlook it, but teaching music and guitar to a 7-year-old child might be just one of the hardest things to do. And now that I'm older, I think about it. There were times when I would just not want to do it. You know what I mean? Because it's a big guitar, and I would go cry in the bedroom like, bruh, I don't want to do this, but you know what I mean? He would still like, bro, you have to learn this, do this, practice, ABCD, or give me math equations. So I feel like as parents, every parent out there who loves their child is selfless to some extent. So that's why we named the album Selfless.
There's something about your eyes. Your eyes have just changed when you're talking about your dad.
Don't make this weird.
Man. Yeah, no, for real. I think he means so much to you.
Yes, it does.
There's just this special expression you've given to me. It seems like, this is my dad you're talking about. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's almost my best friend.
Almost. So who's the best friend?
My best friend is my girlfriend.
Guys, how sweet. Yeah. Okay, I need my phone. I need to run through the checklist. Thank you.
Okay.
This is, so usually most of the times, here's how I listen to my music. I wait for the hype to tone down, then I listen to it. But for some reason, your album kept on postponing, moving dates. And I'm like, let me listen to this same beautiful piece of work.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's this 911. How did you pronounce it? Popeye.
Popeye.
Who's Popeye?
So Popeye is an artist friend of mine from France. He's doing quite well over there. And how I got that feature was through the guy who was mastering my whole album. Like the last mixes for my album came from there.
Oh.
His name is Shino.
So you paid for that?
Yeah. So what happened was, while he was doing all that, he said, you know what? This guy doesn't have a lot of features in his album. We could get him some traction from over here. And he was having that conversation with my producer. And he said, you know what? If he's doing quite well on that side as well, he's on this trajectory. I said, put him on. And I didn't have a problem with it because like I already knew of the guy before. Yeah, so I said, bruh, it's a no-brainer. Just put him on.
He sounds good on the song.
Yeah, and everybody from there who's given me feedback is saying it was a great move. It was a great move.
It was. I mean, which artist has sang with besides Mampi? Which other artist has sang like with a French artist?
See, that's why Mampi is the queen. Set the blueprint right there, and we follow suit.
And we follow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We follow. Wow, no bomb conca tu poem.
Wow.
Follow. Follow. Let's talk about Over. Over is one of my favorite songs on this album.
Yes. Over is also one of my favorite songs on the album.
Why?
I feel like just because of where I came from with it. So Over is also one of the songs that were written back in the day. I remember it was a studio in Livingston with Mr. Happy and producer Destiny. Someone challenged me to write a song that I haven't written before. And so if you listen to the song quite well, the first verse of the song is talking about how this girl shouldn't go back to that one ex who keeps on doing her dirty. The second verse is written from that one ex's perspective. And so I felt like because I managed to pull it off on my own, I sat there with a pen and a paper, and I was able to write a song with one verse and another verse from two different people. It was amazing. That's why I like it. And also it just sounds great.
Mordecaii, how old were you when you were writing this song? This music? But you're even saying I'm writing it from a perspective of an ex. Things like that.
Trust. I had a very tough teacher. So I low-key figured out how to put myself in situations that I've never been. Like, look, I do a lot of love songs. I'll be honest with you. The time I did Fire, I was single. Right? I had no female near me whatsoever, but like, because of how I was taught to write music, put yourself in this situation. What would you say? It kind of works out. And I was like, what? In 2018, I was 16.
16?
Yeah.
So you wrote Over when you were 16? Ish. Dude. Aish. Your skills are mad. Pretty Girls. Okay. That's my favorite song. You took time to release it though.
Pretty Girls, I don't like it that much because I relate with it 100%. That was my first breakup with this one girl, and it was toxic. I'm not gonna lie. It almost damaged me. But then that's how Pretty Girls was made.
She was pretty.
Maybe the guys out there can get me. When you have a pretty girlfriend and she messes up, as soon as she says sorry, it's like she hasn't done anything. You just go back, man. You know what I mean? You don't realize that you're hurting yourself in the end just because she said sorry.
Yeah.
And your homeboys will be there. Yo, why do you keep? Guys, she said sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically what.
But you need to do me this favor, bro. Like just that Kasim part. Oh, these pretty girls, na 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 na.
Are you there? Like right now?
For real, yeah.
Okay, for you, yeah. For you, yeah. Okay, so it says, I'm back again for the last time. I've been up and down trying to find love, yeah, yeah. See, everybody needs a someone, but these pretty girls ain't the right ones, yeah, yeah. I know it seems like she wants me too, but there's something about the way she's over beautiful. I know we needed someone. These pretty girls ain't the right ones, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ish. Mordecaii, you're talented, man.
No,
So now let's talk about people knocking on the doors trying to sign.
Yes.
Okay, no. Remind me when I forget, yeah. Let's talk about the album, yeah. Let's Cheat on Me. Who cheated on you? Have you ever been cheated on?
Yes, it's that same.
The same pretty girl. Ah!
Shout out to her. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I would have pulled this music off without that experience.
For real?
Yeah.
It was a couple experience.
Yeah, it was ish. Ironic though, because she's a Copala girl, so yeah.
She's a couple girl,
Yeah.
see?
Ish.
Couple experience without MK Makitu performing.
Last.
Oh wow.
But yeah, so ish. It was the same person.
So this song was also actually relating to the same girl.
Yeah.
So wait, at what age did you write this now? Still 16?
No, I was much older, but then because I was in a space where it messed with me. When that happened, I said, you know what, I'm done.
You seem to me like a lover boy. How many girls have you dated?
3.
Oh, this is your third one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
No, like the third one is the lucky charm. I feel like a few years I'm gonna get married.
Yeah.
I'm joking. No, I'm playing.
We'll come and dance. We shall come and dance. Yeah. There's this people's favorite. Number 7 is an interlude.
Yes.
Who's on the interlude?
Oh, the interlude is just me. That was a freestyle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just tweaking.
I don't remember this.
Okay. That's the jam where I said, I'm the man in my city like Foden.
People say your music sounds the same.
I don't know. I feel like if you fetched water from one tap different times, I feel like the water would taste the same.
What do you mean? So you recorded a producer?
No. So sometimes I actually do record with different producers.
Okay.
And then when you can see in the comment section, they're like, change your producer. I'm like, dude, I already changed my producer. But like, it's a mixture of an artist's touch that, you know, that one thing that makes you unique. It's going to be there in all your work. But then I don't think music does sound the same.
Okay.
There's some instances where I do get a verse from one song and put it in another song.
Okay.
Because it fits. You know what I mean? Because it fits there. But like, I don't think it then sounds the same. Because, I mean, there's a few things we do change up.
Okay.
But yeah.
Then, Olosebendiwe ungavele bwanji. Olosebendiwe.
Ungavele bwanji.
Olosebendiwe.
Apazembekale mundaba mamuda.
Come on. You had Tishan on this one.
Yes, and shout out to Mr. Baila. Working with him is amazing. I don't know how. We were supposed to record one song and we recorded 3 songs that day. It just comes like this. He's a very sharp man. I don't know how he does this. I feel like it's experience. He hears things and they pull through like this. We're recording I Wanna Love Again song he dropped where I featured. But within the same space, 2 other jams were cooked.
ZMB was one of them.
Yes.
I think this is the street jam.
Yeah.
This is gonna give you the street recognition.
I can't wait for Watalala to also drop.
Yay! Where is Watalala?
So I couldn't put that song in the album because it wasn't planned for.
Because it was Hennessy, so you cannot do it.
People think, nah. So, but yeah, it's gonna drop sometime this year actually.
Okay.
And me and Mr. Baila have got big plans for this song. So
nice. Hennessy, also one of my favorite songs. Beautiful song.
Thank you very much.
What is going through? Like you said, this is the second song you wrote.
Yes, my whole life. First song I ever wrote was Bad Energy, then Hennessy.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you create timeless music. I'm gonna say this again.
Yes, ma'am. We do create timeless music. I feel like all music to some extent is timeless, but then there's some music that just dies with a trend maybe. But then music should make you feel the way you felt the first time, even when you're listening to it for like the 16th time. And the people in other countries, I don't know how they've done this. They've clocked it. Someone
have.
like Chris Brown, you can still listen to No Air today.
Yeah.
Don't know how those guys do it, but I mean, I've taken my time to like look at how they make their music, and that's probably why some of my old music can still play today. So, yeah.
This other song, guys. Just hold on. You know the next song.
I don't know. I feel like I know it, but it
You know,
be
Top Boy.
Top Boy.
This one. This is.
This song, whatever problem this song will get me in, it's Killer's fault.
How is it Killer?
This was not my idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
How come you rapped on this song?
So funny story, yeah? Before I started singing, back in the day,
Yeah.
I used to listen to a lot of rap music. And I used to rap, actually. But like, you know, high school with a pen on the table and then it's you and a guy on the other side and you're rapping, you're dissing. That's what we used to do. So it's not something I tap into a lot because where I grew up, rap was like music for people who are rebellious. You have to be tough to be a rapper. You know what I mean?
Are you tough? You're soft, you.
It looks like I'm soft. I'm tough when I'm supposed to be tough. You know what I mean? We should
You're soft, though.
we should play football together.
We should. I don't think there's any guy who's soft.
Oh, yes. I feel
don't
like
think so.
some guys are just reserved.
Yeah, they're just reserved.
But when it snaps, though, hey.
Yeah. They'll beat you, or they'll find another you. Let's talk about another you. How did the way you spelled another? Why?
Have you seen how, is it Joeboy? Or no, Oxlade. The way Oxlade titles his songs, for example, Kulosa, right? He was saying closer, but then he just found a cool way to title his songs that way, right? And I mean, that's something I've picked up also, even like from back in the day. When I was coming up with Mordecaii ZM, my name actually doesn't have two eyes at the end.
Oh, there's one eye.
Yeah, so I feel like just being different from, it also makes your song easier to find online. You know what I mean? Most people type another you. So if Alicia Keys out there has a song called Another You, whenever they search up your song,
Alicia
her song
Keys
is gonna come up
first. I hear you.
Yeah, so
I hear you.
having your own blueprint out there helps.
Amen. Obviously, one of the most big songs of the album. I always tell people this. Correct me if I'm wrong. If a lead single is dope, I feel the album is dope.
That's true.
Right?
It's true. That's true. I've seen albums with only 2 songs, but then the lead single was so great, the rest of the album was amazing.
Yeah. So Amen was the lead single on this one.
Yeah. Amen was the lead single.
Beautiful song. Night and Day.
That's my favorite.
Why is it your favorite?
So the way this album is structured, right? The intro of the album is my dad. The last song there was me. I wrote the song with my girlfriend, actually.
Your current girlfriend? Was it at night?
No. No, it wasn't at night. We rarely spend time at night. But like, I was throwing words at her and she was throwing words back and we were writing. That's how we did it.
You make it so hard for this girl to move on. You guys writing songs together?
She's gonna move on. If anything happens, she's gonna. I feel like everybody can move on.
No.
Right?
No. That's why you love it. You're already with someone you love, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Dope.
Also, so yeah.
That's dope.
But Top Boy though.
Top Boy's the one.
That jam.
You're just Triple M on that one.
Hey, if the shoe fits, it fits.
You said something like your Triple M's,
I said people, Vambi Vachilamona Kwatinebo one hit wonder. So I tripled M hits. Like my hit song.
You tripled M.
them. Yeah.
And then?
So I tripled M hits and pulled up with the thunder. No sender. So I could bury niggas under. That's what I said.
Okay.
But if the shoe fits, it fits, my nigga. I'm joking. It's all jokes.
No, we hear you. I feel if people take you serious, then they just hate us.
I really don't know. I really don't know. It's something we spoke about. Some people, like, they see it. They see and they just say, you know what? We see where this kid is going. He shouldn't get there. I dropped an album today. How many people have you seen talk about the album?
I'm curious. I haven't shared it yet.
No, but like, school, you were busy, right? I've met people today who just haven't said anything about
But
it.
that's what I've seen more fans than the industry people talking about the album.
Exactly my point. The only people who have my back for real in this industry is the people, the fans. And that's why even when I won that award, I then turned around and said, you know what, big ups to you guys, the fans, because they've been doing the most. They've been doing the most. You know what I mean? My fan base is insane. You know?
No, that's true.
I don't know how I can say thank you to them though. I might just do a free show one of these days.
You should.
Free, like just come eat.
You should.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the record labels that are coming knocking on your door. We've seen some making posts on their socials, trying to sign you.
Yeah.
What's your response to anybody that wants to sign Mordecaii right now?
I'll be honest. Mordecaii right now is having a bit too much fun learning how the industry works and the business side of things. I needed a manager, and I had to frantically, like I was up and down looking for one, up until I found someone to like handle the business side for me, because it doesn't look good when you're the artist and you're the one receiving calls, doing all that stuff. Yeah, I feel like it doesn't look professional, and so I had to find somebody to do that for me. But record label wise, I may or may not reach out to some people that I want to work with, but for me, Project 2025 is I'm trying to break out internationally. Okay. Like for real. Okay. And so whoever is gonna come and wants to sign Mordecaii ZM must have that in their vision. Okay. You know what I mean? If you come and say, look, you want to go international, do it like this, then we can work. So yeah, that's the plan. Okay. Last time you said the only artist you can feature was your maps. Has that changed? You know what? I'm going to have to stop joking on these interviews, because I said that as a joke. You know what I mean? But again, like I said, most Zambian people take these things seriously to heart. Like, you know what? He said this and this and this. I will never feature in the song. You know what I mean? Because like immediately after that, I went on and did a song with Terry, the vocalist. I went on and did a song. Chill with them, you know KP. I hear you. So I hear you. It didn't come from here, bro. I was just trying to have a laugh. But honestly speaking, I'm actually looking to work with more talented people. I've learned a few things from Mr. Baila here and there. If I have to increase the list of people I could learn from, say less. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Do you have anything to ask before we wrap up? Okay, I want to ask you. When Triple M and Dinema were talking, how do you feel about it? Good question, eh? Honestly, I didn't feel any type of way, because I knew it wasn't directed at you. Oh, at some point it was. No, it wasn't. Because there's a part where Ndinema actually stops him from speaking when he was like, change. You know what I mean? And then I was like, So like, I want to know, I just want to know. Especially at the part where I said, no, Mordecaii should just keep doing covers. I wanted to know what was going through your head at that point. Now you put me on the spot, honestly. I mean, it's your show, man. You should be used to this by now. But honestly, I knew Triple M wasn't really necessarily coming for you. Yeah. That's why I didn't really put a lot of thought to it. Okay. All right. No, yeah. I get it. So it was just passing, and I noticed, because I was looking at your face while that was happening. You know. So I couldn't. What is my facial reaction? Well, you're smiling and laughing half of the time, so I couldn't tell. I'm sorry. I couldn't tell. But hey, to the rest of the music industry out there, it's all love and light from here. We don't like fighting. Unless someone is dropping diss tracks here and there. You respond. Yeah, as long as it's not you, because.
Wow. Anyways, okay. So guys, we're running like I don't know how many more minutes. I need 2 minutes. I'm gonna play a game with Mordecaii, and it's called One Must Go. Mordecaii, I'm sure you know this game. Did we play it last time?
No, we did not.
Okay.
And I do not know this game. Just run me through it.
All right. So One Must Go. I'm gonna give you 2 artist names. So in this case, I'm just gonna give you 4 names. So I'll give you 2 names in the beginning. So you have to pick one who's going to stay. One must go together with their music and everything else that they've done.
Okay. Ooh.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll put the name in triple M. One must go.
Both of them. I'm playing. Look, if one had to stay, I feel like it would have to be Indinema.
Triple M must go.
Yeah. No hard feelings. I just feel like Indinema's music bangs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. One must go. Damn. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to figure out this hip hop R&B guys. Okay. Yeah, Rooster, Chewe. One must go.
My goodness. This is no hard feelings, right?
No hard feelings.
Because both of them are my friends.
No hard feelings. One must go. Rooster, Chewe.
Because Chewe's music competes heavily with mine and beats me to some level, I feel like Chewe must go.
Rooster must stay. Shut up, Mordecaii. I appreciate it, my G.
Cheers.
I wish you nothing but all the very best.
Thank you very much.
I can't wait for what's going to be next when you come.
I've told you, the next time I'm coming here, there's going to be an award, yeah.
Wow.
Told you.
And that's how we're going to wrap up, guys. My name is Edna. I am the people's babe. Where's Mordecaii girl? Bye. Hello, my beautiful people. I hope you're amazing. My name is Edna. I am the people's babe. Now, as you can see right now, I am at All Stars Motors Garage, which is newly opened. It's located along Greg Lungu Road. Now, a lot of people, you people have been asking, what services do you offer? I'm here to show you guys what we do offer. So please come with me. Pwaku. Vehicle diagnostics, vehicle service maintenance, vehicle spray painting, panel beating, vehicle service parts and suspension parts, ECU repair, vehicle key reprogramming, vehicle electrical repair, DPF delete. More reason why you need to visit us. Remember, we are located along Greg Lungu Road. I cannot wait to see you. Bring your cars. Remember, All Stars in Zambia, you know what I'm saying?